Hi everybody, my name is Lauren and welcome back to my channel, Plants and Tings. Today we are doing a little big box plant shopping, something I haven't done in a long while actually, but to make it fun, why not make this a little rescue mission? So, you know, big box stores are kind of known to be having sad plants, so we're going to see if we can find the saddest plants and make it a little winter project of bringing it back to life. We'll see if we can. I don't know, I've not done this in a long while. Usually I'm only rescuing plants that I have brought to its demise, but you know, why not put our rescue efforts towards something great, to like some sad plants? So let's see what we can find. I am excited. Whoa, did they just do a restock? Oh my goodness. Okay, we're looking for sad plants, but these plants look good. Oh my. Wow. I've been wanting a peace lily, but I want a variegated peace lily. Wow. Okay. This is really distracting because we're not here for great plants. We're here for plants like this. We are here for sad plants. Okay, here's the rules to this game, okay? I am not, oh wow. I don't even really like begonias, but wow. That's interesting. Whoa, look at this super fuzzy one. The fuzz isn't picking up on the camera, but I'm telling you, it's way fuzzy. Okay, the point is that we're here for sad plants, like such plant, but we are not going to get unduly infested plants because we're not risking, ooh, look at that begonia over there, nice. We are not going to risk my collection for this, but we do want to make this interesting, and so the way to find the sad plants is always the clearance rack. And these actually aren't looking so sad. I did plan to make another stop. This pothos is semi-sad. Let me slow down with the camera. This Scindapsus is quite sad. Now, this would be a very good subject. However, I have no previous experience with Scindapsus. Should I try it anyways? Oh, look at this Dieffenbachia. This looks different. Which one is this one? This one is gorgeous. Oh my god. Of course, they don't tell you which Dieffenbachia it is. Wow, I love this one. It does not look like the one I had/have. I say had because it still exists in my collection, but it's quite sad. I had this one too. I gave it away to my brother. Okay, here's a couple more sad plants. Honestly, they're not looking so bad. This Birkin is kind of sad. And the other rule is that I have to actually like the plant. So let me know in the comments below if you guys want to join me for this little challenge. I think it'll be fun if we all find a sad plant to make a little project out of over the winter. Because sometimes we get a little bored through the winter because our plants really start to slow down. And I know for me, I would like to, wow, look at this orchid. I've never seen Lowe's, we're at Lowe's. I've never seen Lowe's carry orchids like this, in this manner. I'm in love. I was like, what do? You just spray this down? Vanda orchid. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Y'all know I'm in love with orchids now. Vanda orchid for $37. Temperature. Highlight. Doesn't say how you. I was trying to smell it, but it doesn't have a fragrance. Wow, that is stunning. And they have these also. Gorge. Okay, so this is just the first stop. I'm not seeing a excellent sad plant candidate. I'm seeing options, but let me look in the other aisle actually. Okay, this is kind of sad. This is kind of sad. I also don't own a Maranta. I mean, it's kind of sad. Let's see, where's the price? $28. Yeah, no. If we're gonna rehab a plant for fun, it needs to be at like $5 to $10, not 30. Oh, this is sad. Again, it has to be a plant that I actually like. I really actually don't like this calathea. I don't like the color combo. Whoa. This Hovolomina is so sad. This Hovolomina is so sad. I already have one though. That would have been a good one. It actually would have been too easy. Because all it needs is water. Oh, look at this Micans. This is just kind of sad Micans. This is a kind of sad Micans. I mean, half of it looks actually really good. I'm saying it's kind of sad because I want it, but it's not actually really sad. I would keep this Lowe's in mind. This is the Lowe's in Dallas. I'll put the information on the screen of exactly which one, but they have some nice plants here on restock day. Today is Monday, so I don't know if that's when they restock, but oh, look at this nice Hoya. Hold on, let me come around. They're all so nice. All right, let's pull up to the next stop. And I'm hungry, so we're gonna make a stop at Chick-fil-A. Tropicals. Whoa, what is this? This is so cool. 28, but this looks very dangerous actually. It's probably gonna tell me what type of cactus this is. Euphorbia, zigzag euphorbia. Oh, look at the pattern. It's so beautiful. So Monday is just not the day to go anywhere for sad plants because all the plants look fabulous. Whoa, look at this good. Oh, it's a full arrangement. I don't know which allocations this is, but it looks beautiful. Did not have room for that. 140 for that arrangement. Amazing. Huge orbifolias. Well, I do like these. These are even bigger. I did not know these grew this tall. Whoa. Did y'all know these calatheas grew this big? This is $30 for this. How much inch pot? I don't even know, but they're huge. Wow. Oh, okay. They're coming up on here. Okay, they're a pot on top of a pot. Okay. They're still pretty big though. This is our last effort for the day to look for some sad clearance plants. Ooh, this is sad. This is sad. And it's some type of, is it a Dieffenbachia or a Calathea? Again, we don't want it to be on death's door. Are these Manjula? Whoa. I've never seen Manjula at a big box. Wow. There's a bunch back there. See, another one. Why is this so expensive? I don't want to pay $23, but I want this plant. And it's kind of sad. Let's keep looking. This is a big sad pothos. Oof, oof, oof. Lots of curse. This begonia is very sad. Maybe if we do this begonia, how much is it though? I'm not paying more than maybe $15. Even that's a bit much. $20. So I found the sad plants at this current Lowe's, but they are literally unrecognizable. And I feel like it would be pointless. I never found it so hard to find sad plants. I feel like anytime I go to big box stores, I see tons of sad plants, but now when I'm looking for them, they're not there. Anyways, we found a few, so we're able to do this little project together. So here's the first one. It is a Dieffenbachia Camille, I believe. It is quite sad. This is the one that I'm probably the most worried about rehabbing. We will see what kind of work we can put into this. I don't know, but that's what we're working with. The next one is a Syngonium, some Syngonium variety, the one with the pink in the veining. I think I used to have one of these. I think this is the same one that I used to have when I was in Pennsylvania, and then I sold it right before I moved. A lot of crispy leaves, a super dense soil in there, so we'll see what we're working with. I'm not that worried about this one though, because I feel like Syngoniums are kind of easy to work with, so we will see. And I ended up with way more plants than I intended to. I definitely only wanted 2 to 3 plants max, but I ended up with 5. Another one here is this begonia. This was the one that it was like, if I can't get the one that I really want, I'll take this one. And I think they gave it to me. Oh, so I forgot to tell you the price. This Bacchia was $4. I probably could have asked for more off, but it was already on clearance for $4 on that rack that you saw of very dead plants. This didn't come on that rack. This wasn't on that rack, but there were other ones like this on that rack, and they were $4. This same thing, Syngonium, I think was, yeah, $4 and change, about $5. And this one was originally $20, and I asked for half off. Well, actually, I just asked the lady. I came to her with these 3 plants, and I was like, yeah, I just wanted to know if I can get any money off of this one, since, you know, there's not much left of it. And she's like, oh, okay. So she asked her manager, she's like, oh, she asked if she can get half off. Sure, if you want to give me half off, sure. So she gave it to me for $10. He said, yeah, that's fine, because I probably would throw it away anyway. So I got this for $10, which honestly I feel like it should have been cheaper, but it was my first time doing this, so I feel like that was still a win to get 50% off. Plus you get this pot, which if you like white pots, that is a good win. Either way, we are here with this $10 Begonia Immaculata. It looks like it has 3 plants in it. And then, if you guys saw, I was really looking at this Micans, and I regretted not getting it after I left the store. So after I left the 2nd or 3rd store, I went back and got it. So I got this Philodendron Mican. So I was really trying to get plants that I either have never had or don't have anymore. Not genus wise, but just plant wise, variety wise. So I never actually had a Micans, believe it or not, and I did really want one. So this, I didn't pick it originally because I just didn't feel like it was sad enough. I actually feel like this looks pretty decent. There's a couple of leaves over here that aren't doing well, but overall, this is a really good plant. So after I ended up finding some other sad plants, I was like, you know, if I'm buying plants, let me get something I really, really want. So that's why I went back and got this beautiful Micans. Again, I know it's not too sad, but and it's in a little cat container. Not my vibe, but it's cute. And then the last plant, again, when I went back for the Micans, I was like, let me just see, like, let me just ask what, you know, what they'll give to me for. So she gave it to me for the same price as the Micans, $13. This whole entire Maranta here. I've been wanting a prayer plant, not exactly this one. I've been wanting the silver band, but this one did catch my eye. So I said, well, let me try it. And if you saw, I was kind of going back and forth about whether I should put this a part of it, but we're here now. So we have some other ones that I'm a little more confident about. So I don't mind having one that I'm not confident about. Most likely I'm going to be treating everything for pests preventatively because, you know, I just think it's a good idea when you're getting a sad plant, especially from a big box store. It's a good idea to probably treat it preventatively for pests. I'm probably not going to integrate it with the rest of my, oh wow, well, it's definitely not the roots that's an issue, because the roots is popping. So my method of rehabbing this Syngonium, because the roots look fairly healthy, they're not rotted, I don't see any signs of like root mealies or pests or anything in here, I'm not gonna break up this soil all that much. It is quite dense, so maybe I'll just remove some around the top, but I'm not gonna do too much because I feel like the point of rehabbing a plant is to, you know, make it bounce back. And so I would prefer to do the least disturbance possible. So if the roots are healthy, I probably will not do too much. Since the roots are healthy and I don't mind having this, I'm probably going to put this in soil. I don't know what each plant is going to go into. It's just going to be a case by case basis. So yeah, that's the plan for this. And then of course I'll prune any of these crispy leaves off. But yeah, so I wanted to do this project because I thought it would give me something to like keep me busy through the winter, because as you guys know, in the winter our plants slow down, they just don't produce as much growth. And I honestly don't know how it's gonna be here in Texas. I just know how it was for me in Pennsylvania, where I really was not getting, I was getting some growth, but it really wasn't a lot. And it's funny, I was talking to a plantee person one time on Instagram, and she was like, all my plants are doing fine. They don't need me. I'm bored. I need a new plant. It's like, sometimes you just want to, you know, have a project to do. So I thought it would be nice to do something over the winter, rehab a plant so that by spring, it'll be a little more established or settled, so that by the time it's ready to really pop off some growth, it'll be, you know, in a much better situation. So I know maybe it's not that ideal to do a rehab project over the winter, being that the plant is not going to grow as much, but I feel like there's still a lot of potential there. So we're going to see. And then I also had the idea, because I know a lot of us, okay, so here's another situation in Dieffenbachia. These roots look pretty good as well. It's just super dry. So because of how limp and dry this is, I'm probably going to rinse all of these roots off and put this in water so that it can just really get a good rehydrating, and then we'll go from there. And that's another thing. I was going to do this like all at once and then show you the video all at once, but the only reason I'm doing it kind of like as I go is because I want to invite you guys to join me. So if you have a plant that you recently picked up that's a rehab, let me know in the comments below, so that every time I post an update about this video, you guys can give me an update on your rehabs. So this is the video to start this little joint rehab venture, adventure together. So yeah, if you don't have one, go to some big box clearance section and pick you up a rehab, something $10 or less. All of these plants were $10 or less. Well, except for the micans, which was $13, and that really wasn't a true rehab. And then the Maranta, which also was like a really large plant, so that was kind of fair. But yeah. And that's the other thing too. I like to do things on a budget. I like to, you know, spend the least coin possible on this hobby. Not because I don't think it's worth it. I do. It's just I don't like to break the bank with things that are, you know, for pleasure. So I want, and I feel like a lot of people feel the same. Either they just, you know, have other responsibilities, and they do still want to enjoy life though and do things. So but you want to be able to do them and still take care of your responsibilities. So that's why I always do things on a budget. And plus I'm just cheap by nature. So this is kind of like your budget way to, you know, having a little more fun in the hobby, finding something to do, or just to keep you going. Because sometimes you get a little bored, you know. So yeah, that's what this is about. This was extremely easy to I've never had it so easy to remove dirt from a plant, and I think it's because it was so extremely dry. So I think as soon as this gets water, interestingly the substrate was really dry, but the roots feel like ever slightly damp, like just so slightly damp, which reminds me I wanted to keep a vase of water. I'm definitely going to put this into water first and then go from there and see what we'll do next with this. The next one, which I think is going to be one of the messiest, is this one here. I'm expecting this to be able to go in a much smaller pot, is what I'm hoping. Yeah, for sure. Look at this. Okay. Half of the dirt is still in here, and this is the other half. And yeah, the other thing that I have to think about when rehabbing these plants is my watering habits, and I know I'm an underwaterer, so I have to think of how that works in conjunction with the plant that I'm rehabbing. And if it's anything like my Sinbad, it drinks a lot of water and it likes to stay reasonably, you know, evenly, slightly damp, not even, just, you know, a little bit moist. So it doesn't like to dry all the way out is what I'm trying to say. So I might need to put this into self-watering, possibly semi-hydro. We don't really have that many roots that we're working with here. The next is the micans, which honestly is really not a rehab. Like really, it's really not a rehab. I just wanted it. I just wanted it. Okay, nice. Let's have some nice roots. Not a whole lot, but a good amount. I was thinking that I was gonna have to chop and reroot some things. So far, I'm not seeing that as a necessity. Okay, I know what I wanna do. I'm gonna pot this to be hung in our wall planter because my million hearts I'm also in the process of rehabbing, but I'm gonna put this in a nursery pot and then put it in here. So this is gonna go in soil as well. And the last one, ooh, another hanging planter, the Maranta. I think this is a red Maranta. So this soil is very damp. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna have to unpot this to kind of see what we're working with, and I want to know that it doesn't have any root mealies or anything like that. Oof. This is a really nice hanging planter though. This is so nice. So nice. So what I'm basically doing here is just about to kind of figure out what's what. Like all of these need to go. Just prune this all the way back. Remove anything that just doesn't look good, no matter how skimpy it makes the plant look. You choose how to rehab your plant. Some people may want to keep these leaves because they say, oh, it's green, it's gonna produce, you know, for the plant, which is very true. You can choose to leave them on if you like. For me, when I'm rehabbing a plant, I want to, oops, I did not mean to pull this leaf off. When I am rehabbing a plant, I like to kind of start fresh with the strongest leaves. So if that means, you know, cutting off a bunch of leaves just so that it can have a fresh look and a fresh start, I am okay with that. Kind of like how I did my Golden Goddess in my side plant summer edition. I just chopped off all of the crazy leaves. I wasn't left with much, but I'm telling you, the way that plant grew, I keep pulling off leaves that I don't mean to pull off. The way that plant grew back so lush is just insane. So it really worked out to chop that plant a lot. Once I chop off the leaves that I don't want, I might end up with a much smaller plant, and so that'll help me or allow me to put it in a much smaller pot. And it can look a little more compact and less crazy. Now from here, let's see what these roots is looking like. I think that they are pretty good because I can see them coming out the, whoa. Okay. I guess it is happy and well. I'm just looking closely to see if I see anything. All right, I'm gonna deal with the plants that are not going into soil first. And the first one is, they look like some limp celery. Is this Ziffenbachia. It has good roots. It's just sorely dehydrated. So the closest thing I have right now to me is this Wendy's cup that I was like, oh, this is gonna be great for something like this. So I'm gonna put it with just some water, plain purified water, purified through my Brita filter, and some hydrogen peroxide. And that's just to give it a little boost, a little boosty boost of oxygen. And what I hope to see is for these leaves to perk up over the next couple of days. So once that happens, then I'll kind of know what exactly I want to do with it. The other plant that is not going into soil right now is this begonia. And that's because we have very little roots. So we're gonna start with chunky perlite to get a bit more rootage on these plants. And I'm gonna use this container here because it's a little more size appropriate. Even though, yeah, I feel like it's a little more size appropriate and it looks cute like this. And then I think eventually I'm gonna put it in pond permanently. So that's another reason why I'm putting it into chunky perlite, is because I do want to permanently put it into semi-hydro. So I want to root it more in semi-hydro. Looked up and realized my camera was not recording. I don't know where it stopped at. I haven't been able to check yet. I'm really annoyed. So I don't know what I have or haven't told you. I'm just gonna keep going before I lose it. The last pot up is gonna be this Maranta. Whoa. That's how these things grow? Ew. The freak is that? The heck is that? Oh my god. What is this? What is this on the bottom of these things? I want to squeeze it, but if something comes out of it, I'm going to flip this table. Is it a rhizome? Is this a rhizomatic plant? I don't see any other rhizomes. The heck is that thing? I'm someone that when I get scared, I get angry. Because I'm bad, I'm scared. Okay, so all I wanted to do was break this up so that I could make it more bunched together. I didn't actually want to, but now I'm curious about those round things on the bottom of my goddamn plant. The heck is that? Nothing else has it. There's no leaves on that. What is that? Oh, there's more. Okay, so they must be bulbs or something. All right. Okay. I just want to make sure. Okay. So the point of me doing that was to just so that I could resituate it in a pot closer together like this. And I guess we'll throw that in there too. So I just wanted to quick show you guys where I placed the plants at for this rehab process. I wanted to put it in an area where it is well lit from this grow light here. It's kind of sort of quarantined. That was what I was going for by putting it in the corner. And then the Maranta up top will get sufficient light from the window. The micans should be okay as well in the living room. So I hope that you guys join me in this little rescue challenge project thing. And what I'm thinking would be nice is to kind of, if you guys tag me, if you post a story about your rescue or you make a post about it, tag me in it. And you know, maybe I'll make a hashtag rescue, winter rescue project. I'll put it somewhere as a pinned comment so you know exactly. But even if you don't use the hashtag, just tag me and I will, pretty sure I'll be able to figure out what's going on, and I can connect it to a highlight that I'll put on my Instagram page. And so once a month I'm gonna do a video updating you on these rehab rescue projects. But whenever you have an update on your rescue / rehab project, tag me so I can keep track of it on the highlights, so we all can kind of watch each other's rehabs become, you know, flourish and become these great, amazing plants. I know that all of these plants may not become great, amazing plants. And in case yours doesn't become a great, amazing plant, that's okay. You can still share it. Don't ever be ashamed, because sometimes plants just be planting. Anyways, if you'd like to know more about rescuing a plant from transplant shock, feel free to watch this video here.